on, guys? Mr. Lad over here. We're on the job today and I'm going to show you how to clean an aftermarket sensitive wheel. Guys, you don't see this too often, so stay tuned for the stellar results and for the awesome content. Please like, share, subscribe, as well as go ahead and click the notification button if you haven't yet. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so this might be a bit of an awkward angle only because normally I'm not working with 22-inch wheels over here. Right now we're working on a set of 4Giotto 22-inch rims. There's a chrome lip as well as aluminum. It's got some aluminum surface as well as painted surface. And so with a situation like this, you do have to treat it with caution because the aluminum, although this is an older wheel, the owner just told me a few minutes ago that these wheels are actually 10 years old, which they're gorgeous, they're beautiful, I love these things. But you know, you have to deal with it different than you would deal with this painted surface over here, which I can tell it's probably aftermarket paint. I can tell that he probably painted them himself or hired someone to paint them. And so with that being said, you know, you have to treat everything with caution here. We have bare chrome, bare aluminum, and I'm assuming most likely bare paint unless they did clear coat it themselves. There's a ton of lugs around here. There's just a lot of very, very sensitive components that if you just go up to it with an acid or a degreaser, you might do more, actually you're gonna do more harm than good. This is a case where acid is not going to work. And so you have to treat it with caution. And so I'm simply gonna show kind of the steps how I would treat a wheel such as this. So I hate that I only have a little bit left, but I've got my PNS brake buster. Normally I would use Chocolate Thunder, but I think that brake buster might be more appropriate for this situation right here. You know, the tires are standard tires. I just got degreaser, nothing special about it. But I have a flag, like a softer flag tip bristle brush or flog tip, whatever it is. And this is what I'm gonna use this for is kind of like in these crevices over here, as well as on the chrome lip and maybe even in the inside of the barrel where there is brake dust. As well, I'm going to be using my Chemical Guys wheel gerbil. This is what I'm going to use first on this chrome lip because if I could pick up everything with the wheel gerbil, I'm doing that and I'm not going to do another step. I have a standard brush, whatever. This is a Chemical Guys brand, but I just got it because it was local. Nothing special about it. Gets the job done. Use it for the lugs, maybe some of the paint, the face of the surfaces, and inside of these screw bolts in the crevices there, and of course for the tire, standard brush, whatever. And so let's go ahead and let's get to it. So the first thing I want to do, once again, I'm gonna try to get maybe even better angle where you can see more of the wheel. There you go. The first thing I'm gonna do is I wanna rinse it off to see how much dirt can I get off without having to put any agitation, any chemicals to the actual wheel. So I've got my pressure washer with my pistol grip over here, and let's go ahead and let's see what we can get. Now, I wasn't expecting to get much because this car is garage kept. It's taken care of. There's a clear bra on the front end of it. You know, the owner of this vehicle takes good care of his vehicles and doesn't drive, you know, all that much. And when he's not driving, it's in the garage. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray the lip as well as the inner barrel with my PNS brake buster, or what's left of it. If you guys want to give me a gift here, give me some brake buster. I'm just kidding, you don't have to do that. And so now what I want to do is I'm going to try to get in these back crevices, the back of the barrel first. And so I'm going to take this brush right here, my flag tip brush, and kind of get in here. See if it'll fit. Yeah, it does fit. And I see I am picking up dirt here, so I am successful with this. Now, when I get to the point where I'm at the caliper, I might have an issue, and so I'm gonna go ahead and have to go to a different brush here. Yeah, so I'm hitting it right now. Now I want to go ahead and take this where you have the Speedmaster. I think this is the Chemical Guys Red Rocket. I don't know, I don't like that name, but that's the name of it. And I'm simply going to just take it and go back and forth. Now, the reason why I kind of want to stay away from using this brush on most of the wheel is because it is a stiffer bristle, and I want to be gentle with this chrome. And so, there you have it. Got the inner part done. I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible because I don't want it to be drawn out here. Now with my wheel gerbil, let's go on the outboard lip, and this is working very well. This is working very well. I really like the results I'm getting right now. I can even see it's picking up all the brake dust. Now, you don't have to use PNS Brake Buster. You can use Chocolate Thunder. You can use really any non-acid wheel cleaner, any fallout remover. There's a lot of different things that you can use. But just for the sake of the video and just because I had it on hand, I'm using Brake Buster. Now next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tackle these little nuts and bolts over here. I'm going to turn off my pressure washer. It's not getting enough water. There you go. All right, so now I'm tackling these little bolts here. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to work kind of in a system here, in some type of systematic motion. The reason why is because if I just tackle everything as it's in front of me, I'm probably going to take too long, and I'm not going to be able to systematically approach everything. So, you know, because there's always something to clean, there's always something new. Perfection is what we shoot for, but you want to make sure you're not spending 5 hours on perfection here unless the customer pays for it. And so that's done. Now let's go ahead and let's tackle the face of the wheel as well as the lug nuts. So I'm gonna do the lug nuts first. And I'm gonna work from the center emblem out. I'm sorry guys, this isn't the most in-depth video here. I just kind of saw this and I saw it's a good opportunity to make a video. So now I'm working, going around here, going around the face and all of the different structures. You know, as you know, people who take care of their vehicles and people who put time and effort and thought into their vehicles, you know, much more detailing is needed. And this is a case where detailing is needed. You know, this is not a standard, you know, factory rim. I mean, there's a lot of details to this, and it's going to take a lot of detailing. So there you go. Technically now the rim is finished. I do want to go ahead and do any last wipe down just to kind of re-agitate here. Make sure I get this outer lip as well. Okay, that's done. Now the last thing we're going to do is the tire. Now you have to be careful, especially if you're working with these types of tires, this profile, because what can happen is if you have a stiff bristle brush like this and you're going along it, you can end up scratching the chrome lip. So you have to be very gentle, very gentle. Now, like I said, this customer doesn't drive his car all too often. This thing was very, very clean. So I don't have to do too much scrubbing. I don't have to go crazy at it. Okay, now that's that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my pressure washer, rinse it off, and I'll take you in for the final results. Okay, now for a last check, let's take a look. I'm analyzing. How's the dirt on the inside? Is there any dirt? No dirt's coming up. What about in here? Is there any dirt coming in here? I don't see any dirt. Guys, we have ourselves a clean wheel, and it was very simple, but I think the tip that you have to go ahead and look at and make mention of is the fact of thinking systematically. Go section or surface area by surface area. Think in a system. So the way I work is I work technically from the outside in, except for obviously after I did the outside, I actually went from the in out. But that system helped me to realize that I can work systematically without going crazy and making sure I am as effective as possible. So let's go ahead and let's take you in so you can see the details here. So, you know, we got everything clean. Now this is not an easy wheel to clean, but it should not be intimidating as well. As you see, this aluminum, this bare aluminum, it's been oxidated a little bit, so if I would have taken acid to that, I could have done a lot of damage here. So, you know, there's that, the chrome. I mean, you have to be so careful. But, you know, when it comes down to it, guys, this stuff is not hard at all. And you just have to think systematically here. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video. I just want to say thank you to all my old subscribers, new subscribers, all those who have put input into the Mr. Ladd community. Guys, this community is built off of you. Yes, I'm the one doing videos, but without you, there is no community. So thank you so much. I just want to say please like, share, subscribe to the channel, as well as click the notification button. And guys, thank you all for all that you do. I love you all tremendously. If you have any questions, comments, anything you would like to know more about, feel free to leave a comment below. And guys, Mr. Ladd over here, signing out. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.